the big hit stick with him, too.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Puts it out of the air. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other. A lot of animosity. The coaches don't like each other. The players don't like each other. This is going to be a great ball game.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. He's got it. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
I love the aggressive nature in the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it, they score a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. run it from the gun. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's complete on the right side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Westbrook. He's got the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up.
Touchdown, Husky! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. So an 82-yard drive there. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Red pass is complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Westbrook. Working the middle. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for his first.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a crease. It's Peters. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. And you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Hauls it in. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Peters.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. On the option, the pitch. Runs through a tackle.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's the slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fowle, to Bill Musgrave, or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Peters. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass, it's Westbrook. Firing to the right, complete. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarter...
Oh, he's got some space.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's awesome. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver's able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a man, it's Westbrook. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Peters. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw, it's Westbrook. Pressure coming. He spins that thing down the middle.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Going right to work up top. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Lynch. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Thanks to grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On the move at the 30. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important to take care of the football this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Westbrook. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Power football with the run. There he goes. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Snap it to the back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Westbrook. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Washington! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Bloomington. They're up by 32 over Texas Tech. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down. And they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Gets it out quickly. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Ducks will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punching in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets it out fast. Hey, this running back's got some sweet feet, not only to run, but to get a foot down in bounds.
Got that toe down. The foot was just small enough, Reese, to get that puppy down. But running backs, man, you can do so much with these guys and their speed and their athletic ability and trying to get the ball to them as many ways as you can.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Trying to set up the screen. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Westbrook. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Back to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's open on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Then a critical third down here in the fourth quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This guy's been running hard all game long in the fourth quarter. Now at that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it up to 16.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Down late in a 4-point game, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Huskies. They move on top here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Iron sharp.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Scanning the field, it's Westbrook. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Brings it in down the left side. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while.